Not much. What's up with you?
Nada, nada. You look nice. What's your getup? Tell me about your outfit.
Well, I am Selena. So yeah, so I was planning on being like a hairy gorilla because I do have a hairy gorilla costume at my house. But I am babysitting like my best friend's son and my daughter and him. They're sleeping right now. So yeah, I didn't bring the costume with me, so I kind of had to improvise. And luckily, I had a black bra on, so I'm like, I guess I'll just be Selena. But
Cool.
yeah, I mean, I guess I did a costume and a theme because technically I'm dressed up like as a Latina in the '90s and as a Selena. So
I love it. Well, you pull off a great Selena.
thank you. So what are you?
I'm Heff.
Well, I was expecting a red robe.
Why red?
I don't know. That's the only robe that I've ever seen him wear is like a red one. I never
You've
seen
only
him
seen.
wear like a.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Well, I didn't really have the option. I only had a white one.
It's all good. I like it. Hot in here. So, so what do you think about like this whole like like dating like this? Like, do you like it?
It's a lot of
Like
fun.
how's that experience going?
It's
Yeah.
so much fun. Honestly, I'm definitely enjoying it. It's a little bit like larger than life. This whole thing, because like this would never happen in a regular situation. But I'm not complaining. I'm not. I'm not mad at that at all. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. Honestly, it's been a lot of fun so far. How about you?
I mean, I like it. I mean, it's different because like normally I'm not really into like online dating or anything. When I was 22, which I was like 8 years ago, like I had a bad experience online dating. Like I
How
actually
so? How
got
so? Tell
dressed
me
up to
about
go on
it.
a date. Well, I basically got stood up and like I agreed to meet up with the guy at this certain place, and he was calling me saying, "Where are you? Where are you?" And I'm here looking like an idiot, looking for his ass, and he wasn't there. So yeah. So
How long
anyways, so after that, I'm just
like how long had you known him for?
what?
How long had you known
Well,
him
we
for?
were talking for like we were talking like on Tinder for like a month before
Oh, geez.
like I met up with him.
I feel like that was your
So
first problem was being on Tinder is a terrible idea. I feel.
yeah, well, like I didn't know that at 22. I was just like, oh, let me see like what this is. And then yeah, that's what it
Absolutely.
was. So yeah, so I stopped. I was just like, you know what, like I'm never doing online dating anymore just because like
Uh-huh.
I have that fear now of being stood up. So, but I mean, normally I'd even date a lot because I've been in 5 relationships, but they lasted a total of 13 years. So I'm not
Wow.
really like I don't go on many dates. So this is new to me, but I like it because it's like I guess I'm kind of like getting out of my comfort zone. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
I like this experience. So
Yeah. I'm
so
curious. I'm curious. How long did it take you to get ready for this date?
well, the getting ready part didn't take me long. It was just that like I usually have a routine every day. Like I do my facials, I exfoliate my lips, I whiten my teeth. So like the makeup didn't take a long time because I don't really need a lot of makeup. And my outfit will took like 5 minutes because I already had the black bra on. So
That's true.
so really it took me like as far as getting ready for like the costume per se, I would say it took me like 15 minutes
Uh
because
huh.
I did some last finishing touches. So, but I started early because I wanted to put the kids to sleep. So by the time it hit 6 o'clock, they're knocked out.
Your kids go to bed at 6 p.m.
No, no, it's that actually I have my daughter take a nap like around between 12 and 2 because then when it's like 8 o'clock or 9, she'll be tired. But I have this date and my daughter's very like attached to me, like mommy, mommy, like and she's loud,
Uh huh.
So I'll you know
Right.
what, like I'm gonna try to put her to sleep later and then like enjoy the date with like no loud noise or anything going on. Because she's kind
Yeah.
of whiny too. So,
Oh
so I
God. Okay.
mean, I kind of went out of like my routine with her just so I can enjoy my date with you.
Uh huh.
So, but
Well,
yeah, like right now she's sleeping and I gotta drop her off to my parents. So guess what? They're gonna be the ones that's gonna have to deal with her not sleeping late.
yeah.
But I'm not gonna tell them. I'm just gonna surprise my parents. So
Oh God. Okay. All right. Whatever floats your
yeah.
boat.
So tell me about yourself. Like how? Let me see. How are you like in high school? Like what would you consider as? Were you like a jock, like a nerd, like the popular guy, party guy? Like what?
I
What would you
was.
consider yourself as?
So I mean, I don't even know how to like say. Like I was like a troublemaker. I was like the class clown, the troublemaker. I like basically didn't go to any of my classes. I was always like in the hallways and just like goofing off. I used to get into a lot of fights. I like used to sell drugs. Like all the bad things you could think of was what I did. Um,
Really? Oh my
yeah,
God. The selling
yeah.
drugs part shocked me. But
That was, well, you know what's funny is that I've done like multiple business shows since then, and I always tell people like the question comes up all the time, like what was your first business or what got you into business? Drug dealing. Literally, that was my first real business. Like, I've never, I don't do drugs or anything. I never did. That's why I guess I was so good at the time because I never did drugs.
well,
I
that's
never,
like the number one rule. That's like the number one rule when you're like, selling drugs. What is like usually they tell you like don't consume like what you sell. Because
yeah,
obviously it would affect business. Not
yeah,
that I know about selling, because no, like
yeah,
I'm like the complete opposite of you. So
yeah. No,
I just know about that stuff because I do see it.
yeah, no,
But I
I
don't
was
do
one
it.
of those kids where like I had such a problem with authority, and I just always honestly I always wanted to entertain people. Like I always just wanted to make people laugh, entertain people, and just I've always wanted to be that person. So I would always be like the class clown, and like I remember like in my grade 9, like it was like my first week of class in math class, first period, and our teacher was like a robot, and I remember lighting a paper airplane on fire and throwing it at her. Not at her, but like near her, I guess. Yeah, so I definitely was a troublemaker, but very thankfully those days are long gone. I'm like a different person now, so um, I think that the same theme remains. That I love entertaining people. I love being the upbeat person that can make people laugh, and I'm very outgoing and bubbly, and um, I've always been that way. I've just changed the way that I direct my energy towards. So now I direct my energy for the better, to help people, and obviously to help myself. I've been in business for a really long time now, and that has been my anchor that has kept me on the right path. So very thankful for that.
Good. Yeah, I'm like the complete opposite of you, and it's funny because the way that like the way people see me, like they see me like if I was like a troublemaker and stuff like that. But I was actually like in between. I would say like a cross between a jock and a nerd because I did have to maintain my grades at a minimum 3.0 to still keep playing varsity sports. And I
Okay.
played varsity soccer like all 4 years, and I did varsity track.
Uh-huh.
So that was like, keeping up my grades was like my motivation to still play.
Uh-huh.
However, like I was like, a little bit crazy in high school, kind of weird. I'm a weird person, but not like creepy weird, but I'm like cool, crazy weird. But eventually you'll know if you keep on like, we keep on talking and stuff like that. But
Okay.
but yeah, like I mean, I got 3 scholarships, and they were all academic. Actually, no, 2 of them were academic. One was because I'm Hispanic. Yep, the benefits of being Hispanic, I guess. So, but yep. So my GPA like in high school was like 3.5, 3.6, like somewhere around there. Yeah, my
Honestly,
parents were
I
like
have
really strict with me.
I don't I, honestly like the comments are gonna rip me apart here, but I have no idea what any of that stuff means. GPA, we don't have that here. Like I have no idea what any of that stuff means.
So what do you guys have up there? Like how do they do the grading system then?
Uh, like you get a percent.
Like what do you guys go by?
We go by the percent. So we have like we'll be like, oh, I'm
Oh,
getting like 80%, 82% in this class. Like and then we have our average, right? So our
Oh, okay.
average is you take the percentage of 5 classes or whatever courses, and you make the average. So, oh, I have an average of 73% or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's that's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, see, like here they go by like A, B, C, or D, but they don't do the average. They just go by like like if like from 80 to like 89 it'd be like a B. But it
No, yeah,
depends what
no,
state you're in
we,
because
we
when I
have
lived
this.
in Minnesota,
Yeah,
85 and below was a C.
yeah, no, we've got the same thing with the ABCD. Like each of them equals a percentage, right? So, A an A would be between like 85 and 100% or whatever. Like just like that's what that would mean. Like A minus, A, and then A plus, and B, whatever, they each represent a percentage. So, yeah.
And like my parents were strict, like really strict. I was really sheltered. Like I had my first alcoholic beverage like 2 months before I turned 21. Like I
Wow.
never went to a party in high school. I was definitely not. I mean, like I was popular because I was known for like athletics, you know.
Mm,
But I wasn't like like I didn't hang out with like the prettiest girls in school and like like I didn't hang out with like the mean girls, quote unquote. Like I didn't hang out with anybody like that. I just hung out. I think I only hung out with like one person or two, something like that. But I do
yeah.
have a brother. Like we're not twins, and we're both adopted from we're not blood related, but we're both adopted, and we're in the same grade. Like we were in the same grade, him and I, because
Hmm.
I skipped a grade. So I remember like every time he would get in trouble, like I would get in trouble because you know because that's just the way like a lot of Hispanics discipline. Like when one gets in trouble, like the other one does too. So I remember my brother got in trouble in school, and my mom came to the classroom, and when him and I were like in almost all the same classes. So my mom was like pretty infamous for like going to school and actually sitting in the classroom. Yeah, that was like,
Wow. Wow.
pretty embarrassing. But I mean, whatever. It is what it is. So
Wow. Well, that's incredible. How okay? So for you, because wait, how old are you again? Because I feel like high school for you was like a long time ago, right? Like probably a little bit longer than me.
yeah, I'm 30.
Okay, yeah. And how was your high school experience overall? Was it good?
Um, Kind of bittersweet because I went to three different high schools.
Me too.
Um,
Me too.
my dad, yeah, my dad went. He worked for like a federal prison. So every time he got promoted, like they don't promote you within like the same state. Like they promoted him to like a different state. So it kind of sucked in a sense because I wish I could have stayed like all 4 years in the same high school, not like having to start all over again and prove myself all over again. Especially like in soccer, like usually newcomers like they have to like prove themselves, And I didn't want to like prove myself like every single time, as in like if you stayed in the same high school, once you make varsity as a freshman, like you're making varsity like all that you better make varsity sophomore, junior, senior year, you know?
Hmm.
So but then like when I went to Leesburg, Florida, I came as a newcomer and I became like speaking captain, MVP, like I made second state, like so it was pretty cool. Usually that doesn't happen. But I mean overall, I mean, I met different people, like Minnesota, West Virginia. That was interesting. Yeah, I met like a couple that were brother and sister, so that was weird. There's a lot of that going on over there. So
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
But yeah,
Sounds like
I mean, I think West Virginia is like the least place I liked, but I loved it as far as like soccer went because I had a lot of connections. Like my head coach was also a college, like a D1 college, like women's college soccer coach in North Carolina and South Carolina. So yeah, I
wow.
mean it was pretty all right,
It
you
sounds like you
know.
had quite the experience in high
So
school.
oh yeah, I did, yeah. And I mean they were all Minnesota's weird, like where I lived is like I felt like the only peanut butter cup there because like everybody is like really, really white and I felt like really left out. And like I tried to like blend in with them, and like dress like they dress, and stuff like that. But like I never fit in, so it was kind of, eh, eh.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really like too much over there. So, but I always fit in for soccer, but I didn't really fit in like in school.
Why is that?
So, um, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I hate pulling the race card because I'm usually not that type of person. I hate it when people do that in general. But I feel like that is a factor because if I'm the only one, like one of the only ones that's Hispanic, and everybody else is like, you know, really, really white, and like they don't talk to me, I assumed that it was a race thing, But I was like 13. You having
Yeah.
fun over there?
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, of
You
course.
stressed out or something?
No, not at all. I'm having fun.
Okay, guys, 5-minute warning.
Okay, thank you. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. You went silent for a sec there. So tell me, how do you, are you having fun on the date so far?
Yeah, so far I am like a lot more like I've been waiting for this moment because like I know that I've spoken to you the least, I think. So I've been waiting for like this one-on-one. Like I'm like super excited that we're having this one-on-one. Sucks we have 5 minutes left though, because like there's so much more I want to freaking ask you,
Oh,
But
ask away. You got 5 full minutes. That's at least, if they're 1 minute questions, you got 5 questions. Let's go.
alrighty then. So like what was I gonna say? Oh, so what do you like? What does your day look like? What does your schedule look like? Like when you wake up, like during the week or the weekend, like
Yeah.
how's that
Well,
schedule?
honestly, it kind of differs because like I'm in real estate. So I mean, one day I could be running around trying to get signatures and forms signed, and there could be another day where I'm doing showings, and maybe I'm doing prospecting. Maybe I'm spending a day where I'm just calling people and emailing people. Maybe I'm doing a lot of TV shows, radio, podcast, media stuff for marketing. There's so many things I do. Like I'm really a jack of all trades, so I do a little bit of everything. But
Okay, so
I'm
what
not.
time do you go to sleep then?
What's that?
What time do you go to bed then? Like, do you do like all that and then like go to bed like at 9 p.m.,
No,
like
no, no,
8 p.m. or like?
no. I go to bed at like probably like 3.
Oh snap! Like so do I. Okay.
Yeah, go to bed at
Yeah,
like
I'm
3
like a night
a.m.
owl, like total night owl.
Yeah, I haven't even seen like an 8 a.m. in years. Unless I have like scheduled to do something specifically, or I've given a commitment or like a doctor's appointment or something. But other than that, no, not on my own accord. I I don't have an alarm clock. I wake up when my body's done sleeping. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I had a question for you. As far as like a woman's facial feature goes, like what is like your weakness? Like I'm not talking about body like boobs or ass or anything like that. I'm not even getting there yet. That
Uh,
depends when further on. But like facial features, like eyes, nose, lips, hair. Like what's your weakness?
Um, I think there's like 3 in terms of facial features. I'd say brown eyes, dark curly hair, and full lips.
Oh, okay. So it's a three-way tie. Then mine's like blue eyes. Like ever since I saw Titanic, and I was like 9 years old in Puerto Rico. You were probably in diapers, like I don't know. But when I saw that movie, I was like, oh my god, like those eyes are beautiful. Like like so, blue eyes is like and like my family was that too. Like my uncle, he lives with me, and like I talk to him about like he knows about you, and he's like, are his eyes blue? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you and your damn blue eyes. I'm like, I can't help it. Like I love blue eyes. They're so beautiful. So oh, and fun fact, just to let you know, if you and I were to have a kid, you would only have like a 25% chance of like the kid having blue eyes. It
Oh,
depends.
okay.
Like, do both
Good
your
to know.
parents have blue eyes?
No, neither of them
Do
do.
both your parents have blue eyes, or
Neither.
wait, none of them have blue eyes?
No.
Oh, well, then that means that they both had a recessive gene somewhere. So that's pretty freaking cool. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I
no,
have.
me, like I found out that I have a recessive gene of blue eyes because my oldest has blue-green eyes. So that was pretty cool. I found out that I have someone in my family biologically that has blue eyes. So,
Wow, that's
but yeah,
incredible.
I mean, I'm fascinated with blue eyes. So I read a lot about blue eyes when I was like in high school. So I could tell you
Sounds
like
like it. Sounds like
I can
it.
give you the rundown
Hello.
on like, you know,
Just take the
did I
next
hear
minute to
something?
wrap
Or
it
am I getting
up.
super-
Take the next minute and wrap it up.
All right. It
Oh,
was
okay,
so good
gotcha.
to get on the call with you, Keysla, and really enjoyed this conversation.
All right. Well, yeah, I had fun talking to you, and I hope that we keep on talking. So trust me, we do. You'll be like, you'll like it. Trust me, like you'll like what you get to hear next time. So I just had to make it like really fun today. So
I like that. All right. Thanks, Keysla. Appreciate it.
all right, you're welcome. All right, see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.